Have you ever felt like life broke you? Slowly. Not with a scream, not with a crash, but with a quiet ache that just never went away. People around you laugh, post their joy, move forward, but you're stuck. Watching the world from the inside of your own silence. That's where I was. And in that place, I read a Bible verse that shattered me. Not because it hurt, but because it healed. I didn't know how long I'd been sad. I just knew I was tired. Tired of pretending. Tired of saying, I'm okay. Tired of holding in the tears when people said, you're so strong. But I wasn't strong. I was barely holding on. It wasn't one big event. It was a million small ones. Loneliness that lingered. Prayers that felt unanswered. A heaviness in my chest I couldn't explain. I kept showing up, smiling, posting, working, but inside, I was crumbling. It was 2:17 a.m. when I broke. I remember because I stared at the clock for hours. Unable to sleep, unable to cry, unable to feel. I laid on my floor, face down. No music, no distractions, just me and the weight I carried. And I whispered something I never thought I'd say. Jesus, are you even real? I didn't ask it to mock him. I asked because I needed him. And I wasn't sure he was listening anymore. But then, through tears and desperation, I opened my Bible, not to study, not to be holy, just to see if maybe, just maybe, God had something left to say to me. The page fell open to Isaiah 41:10. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. I read it, then again, then a third time, and I couldn't stop the tears because I realized this wasn't just ink on paper, it was a voice. His voice whispering into my darkness. I am with you. Not I was, not I will be. I am, right now, in your pain, in your mess, in your questioning. I didn't suddenly feel healed. I didn't jump up with joy. But something shifted. The verse didn't tell me I wouldn't feel fear. It didn't say I had to be perfect. It simply said, do not fear, because I am with you. That verse didn't deny my pain. It acknowledged it. It met me in the middle of my breakdown and said, you don't have to get it together, because I never left you. And for the first time in months, I felt a quiet comfort, not loud or dramatic, just a presence. Like Jesus was sitting beside me in the middle of my floor, holding the pieces of me I couldn't hold anymore. Healing didn't come fast, it came gently. One moment at a time, one verse, one sunrise, one worship song I had stopped listening to. Jesus never shamed me for falling apart. He never said, why are you still like this? He just kept saying, I'm still here. I started writing in my journal again, not big things, just prayers like, still hurting, still here, help. And he did, through a friend's text, through a sermon I didn't expect, through quiet mornings where I felt like I could breathe again. Isaiah 41:10 wasn't a magic spell. It didn't erase all my sadness. It didn't make everything right, but it gave me truth to hold on to when my emotions lied to me, because depression says, you're alone. But Jesus says, I'm with you. Anxiety says, you can't handle this. But Jesus says, I will strengthen you. Hopelessness says, this is the end. But Jesus says, I will uphold you. That verse became my lifeline, not because I understood it all, but because I believed that the one who wrote it meant every word. If you're watching this and you feel like I did, tired, numb, silent, ashamed, I want to say something real. You're not weak for feeling broken. You're not less spiritual because you're sad. You're not invisible to Jesus. He sees you. He knows the thoughts you don't say. He hears the cries you've buried, and He's not angry. He's not distant. He's not waiting for you to get it together. He's already holding you right now, whether you feel Him or not. So here's what I leave you with. That Bible verse broke me because I finally let myself believe it. Not just read it, not just quote it, believe it. Do not fear, for I am with you. That's not a suggestion. That's a promise. You are not alone. You are not too far gone. You are not beyond healing. Jesus didn't leave me when I was at my worst, and He's not leaving you either. So if you're still scrolling, still searching, still hurting, comment, I believe, if this touched you. Subscribe if you want to walk this healing journey together. We don't just survive here, we heal with Him.